Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So good afternoon everyone. So today we are from group 4. We will present our material we have discussed before. So before we are going into the material, let us introduce ourselves. Let's start with me. My name is Amalia Zahra Ramadhani.
My name is Ika Damayanti. I'm Sonia Animatari.
My name is Anseria Salsabila.
So the material we will present is element of poetry. So let's move to the first material. There is the definition elements of poetry. So what is the definition of element of poetry? Element of poetry is some aspect that make the poetry is make meaningful of the poetry. So these elements are different aspects that characteristic this form. So different from the techniques such as symbolism and imagery, which are the personal choice for the poet. The element of poetry are the things that category finishes as a poem. So there is many. So if you want to make some poetry, you should understand the element of poetry so that can make the poetry interest when the reader reads the poetry. So let's move with the first element. The first element there is theme. So what is theme? Theme is a fundamental aspect in poetry that contribute to make the poetry. To contribute to make the poetry is make the poet make the poet to make the understanding the reader from the poetry. So this element represents central idea or message to the poetry to communicate. So this element being the central idea or insight from the poetry. So there is the example. The example is Deeds and Rebellion. This poetry works by Thomas. So here's example that explain the poet express his rejection of passive deeds through the repetition of the phrase, when he breaks genius the dying of the life. So he emphasized rebellion against the inevitability of it. So next, the second element is rhyme. So rhyme is when the final stress syllables and sometimes preceding unstressed ones of two or more words. So rhyme is like in the final line on the poetry. Like here there's the examples. I come from house of good and earth. I make a sun, Sally, and sparkle of among the fern to Baker John Valley. This poetry by group Alfred Tennyson. So you can see the first line and the third line there have assigned final syllables. Use her and her, and the second and the last line there is the same final sound. So this example using letter A B. So next element will present by Anissa.
Okay, the next material is stanza. A stanza is poetic arrangement that divides lines into blocks. Similar to paragraph, it adds structure to a point by semantic intervals. But this is optional. Stanza can be used in various ways, demonstrating the rhyme scheme and managing features like tempo and atmosphere. They can be used to express themes or moods in poem. The example of that is a stanza consisting of odd and hybrid. Next is figurative language. Figurative language is a crucial element in poetry that enhances the beauty, depth, and emotional impact of a poem. Types of figurative language is simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, apostrophe, synecdoche, metonymy, and understatement.
So I will give the example from figurative language. The first example is simile. A simile compares one thing to the another using the word like or as. For example, the grass was as green as an emerald. The second is metaphor. Metaphor is compares one thing to the another by saying one thing is another. For example, he was a ray of sunshine. So the next element is the meter. So meter refers to a rhyme pattern of of stressed and unstressed symbols. Common types in the meter. The first is the lembic meter. So lembic meter is where unstressed symbols followed by stressed symbols. The example is the William Shakespeare sonnet 18. Shall I compare the two as summer's days? And the second is toric meter. So toric meter is the stressed symbols followed by unstressed symbols. For example, is the William Blake the tiger. Tiger, burning bright. And the next is the imagery. So imagery in poetry is used for to describe something that the reader can see, hear, smell, or taste, or feel. And the types of imagery is the first is visual. Visual describe about what the reader can see. The example is from T.S. Eliot's Brilliance. The example is spinning capped horse. And the next and the two is auditory. Auditory is describe about the sounds. The example poetry is the High White by Alfred Noyes. Galloping horse. And the third is olfactory. Olfactory is described about smell. The example poetry is Brilliance by T.S. Eliot. The smell of stick. And the fourth is tactile. It's described about touch or feeling. The example poetry is I wonder lonely as a cloud by Wordsworth. The example poetry is daffodil dancing. And the last one is the gustatory. Gustatory is described about taste. The example poetry is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. Turkish Delight. And the next material will be presented by Sonia.
Okay, thank you, Ika. And the next material is sonifies. Sonifies sonnets. The sonnet is the sonifies in poetry, where the repetition of four songs written words that are close together creates a musical quality. And this technique enhances the rhythm and emotional impact. And the example for a sonnet is T.S. Eliot, The Love Song of G. Alfred Prufrock. The repeat of sounds in I grow old is contribute to the poem